Germany have just exited another World Cup in an early stage, causing another terrible result for the Germans. But today, I'm going to be rebuilding them back to their prime. Let's go. So this video is going to be split into two separate challenges, and the first one is we have to take a tier-free German side to the Bundesliga and beat Bayern, because to be the best, you've got to beat the best, and that will then unlock the World Cup challenge, which I will get into later. But for this first challenge, it's basically just a rebuild from tier-free to tier-1, free signings per season, and we can only sign German players. But that solved the first challenge, so let's get straight into it. So this is our team to start off with, and I have to admit it is pretty dire. We do have a couple of young players to build around, but I'll be honest, it is a pretty poor team, and we have no chance of getting promoted with this, so we're going to head straight into the transfer market. So our first signing is Daniel Hussar. He was a young striker, 400 grand managed to pick him up for, so that's a solid signing. But I'll be honest, my budget for this challenge is dreadful, so I have been an absolute rat and just got 2 players on loan. However, I will trigger them. I will trigger their buy options, so don't panic. But first of all is Samuel Bamber from Bochum, who is a young winger, solid prospect. And the next one is Cam Nuha Yata, who is again a solid prospect. He actually plays for Leipzig, so how we've got him on loan, I do not know. But that is another solid signing to round up our first free. And this is the team heading into our first season. To be honest, I don't actually know what it takes to get promoted here, but I'm just going to pray and hope for the best. And you know what? You never know, we could get promoted. And here we are at the end of the season, and somehow we've actually finished first, which is mental to me. The team was terrible. I was worried about finishing last. However, we've actually managed to win the league and head straight into promotion for the second season, which is huge progress. Now, this is the team after our first season. I mean, decent growth. Samuel Bamba is one of our best players, but yeah, I mean, it's okay. It could be worse. I don't know how I've been for it, but you know what? I don't care. Let's get straight into our next round of signings. Now, don't worry. I have secured the signings of both of those loan players as my first 2. And then my third one is keeper Dennis Simon from Stuttgart, 4.3 million, which I wouldn't have even dreamed of paying last season. However, that promotion money is coming in clutch, and he's a very solid signing for the next season. And this is the team now. This is what it's looking like, pretty much the same. Obviously, we have the same players, so I am a bit worried, I'll be honest. Be it just hoping not to get relegated, to be honest. Let's head straight into it. So here we are at the end of the second season, and we finished 14th. You know what? I'm happy with that. We didn't get relegated. That was the only thing I wanted to avoid, and this is the team. Again, I mean, we're getting solid progress. Simon has really become our best player, so that was a brilliant signing. And yeah, just head straight into the third season. So for this next season, I definitely needed a striker because Hassel wasn't really growing very well. So I've signed another young striker in Fabian from Werder Bremen, about 4.1 million, but a solid signing. And then also our loanee can that we bought. Iota, again, he wasn't really growing, so I've signed Winkler. A bit of an older camp, but he's still got, room to grow, plenty of room to grow, and I signed him for 2 million plus a swap deal. And then the final one, I was out of funds again, so I have had to do another ratty move, and I've signed a free agent in Boston, who is a really solid sentiment to bolster our team.
Hot and spicy meat. Yeah, boy.
So this is a team going into the first season. I've actually put Winkler on the right to give my youth player a bit of a chance to grow. But yeah, this team is so much better than last season. And you know what? I have hope that we can potentially push for promotion. So let's go. And we have made it to the end of the third season, and we have actually come fourth. We are so close to getting in those playoffs. But you know what? That is a brilliant sign that this team is improving. Now, this is a team, I think, to be honest, all we need is probably a cam, another striker, literally just a few more signings, maybe a center back, and this team will be ready for the top flight of German football. So I have gone out and signed players for those very positions, including striker Derry Shahan, who was expensive, 5 million plus a swap deal, which, yeah, meant I didn't have much money left. Well, it has meant that I've been a Radigan, and then signed 2 more free agents in Schumann and Schmidt, both of which cover the cam spot and the center back spot. So please don't hate me, but the game is the game.
In terms of results, Mick, 1 win in 17. It can't go on like this, can it?
It can.
Here we are at the end of the season, and we have managed to secure promotion, finishing second, which is huge. We are finally at the point where we could be beaten Bayern here and unlocking the World Cup challenge. And this is also the team. I mean, this team is 100% good enough to play in the Bundesliga. Now, we also have Toni Klein, our youngster, in there, who I think is going to be the MVP for this challenge. But I'm not being funny. Look at this team is 100% good enough for the top flight of German football. So our first signing is Linus Gechter, who is a solid center back for around 8 million. Quite expensive, but it is a solid upgrade for our backline. And then our other 2 signings are just backup. We need some squad depth, so I've gone for a Jense, who I've got for around 1.5 million as a backup striker, and then Hofmeyer as well, who again, another free agent. He was a backup center back. And this is what the team is looking like. It is super, super solid. And remember, the only thing we need here is not promotion. We just need to beat Bayern. So let's get straight into it, and let's pray for a miracle. And here we are against buying out the Allianz. Can we pull off something special? And no, we can't. I mean, we think we all expected that, but it's still disappointing to see. So we're just going to go straight through to the end of the season, where we do finish 11th. Obviously, this doesn't really matter anymore. We did play Bayern again, and we did get battered. But anyway, this is the team. Really, really strong improvements all around. We just need maybe a center mid just to get us through to that fluke win against Bayern. And that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to be signing Centimeter Luke back. We're splashing all of our cash on one sentiment, £10 million for him, and he's going to slot nicely into that centimeter spot to improve our team. Don't worry, no more signings, no more free agents. This is what the team looks like. Surely it's strong enough, especially with Siemel goal. Toni Klein is giving me Tony Cruz vibes. Surely we have enough just to get that win. And here we are, our first game against Bayern. Can we do it? I'm really hoping we can. At home, we've got a better chance. But no, we still lose. However, this time I'm remembering we're playing them twice at the Allianz, and oh my gosh, we've actually done it. Oh my gosh, a last-minute winner against Bayern. We've actually managed to beat them. This is incredible. Well, let's get into the second challenge of this video. Okay, so the way Challenge 2 works is very, very simple. Basically, for every attempt that we fail to win the World Cup, we get to take 1 player from, our team that we've just rebuilt. We get to max out their stats and put them in the team, obviously, until we bring Germany back to glory. So let's just get straight into it. So this is the current team for attempt 1. Obviously, it is unchanged, and this is the group we're in, which obviously correlates to real life, but these will change. So we're just going to head through the group stages. Our first game against Ivory Coast, who we supersided 3-1, and then our next one against Ecuador, who they actually beat us in the group stages. But in FIFA, we beat them easy for now, and then Curacao should be an easy win like real life. However, as we get through it, we beat them 1-0 as well. So we breeze through the group stages, finishing first, and we face Japan in the round of 32, which, yes, we get through it nicely, straight into second one against Egypt, who've just controversially been knocked out by Argentina. And we also beat them easy. This is a brilliant start straight into the quarterfinals against Netherlands. Can we knock out the Orange Army? And yes, we can. In extra time, we were all in the semis, but we have Spain. This could be the end of this run. And yeah, that was kind of expected. We can't quite compete with those big nations yet, but it does mean we get to add in one of our star boys. And as you can see in that lessened mid, I said he reminded me of Tony Cruz, and well, he's certainly maybe even better than him now in this team. He is 99 rated. Toni Klein. Can he lift the Germans back up to glory? So attempt nope 2. We've got a new group, which Remainer are in this time, and we've actually lost our first game, which was really not ideal. We need to beat Ghana here if we have a chance, which we do, but we also have a really difficult game against Brazil, which again, I think we just can't lose this game. But we do, however, oh, thank God we scraped through at first place. We have Algeria next. Surely we can beat the African side, and we do. Tony Klein scoring the winning goal there, so he's proven valuable. And then we have Turkey in the next one, who we beat again. Could we turn around this round? We have Sweden in the quarterfinals, who we beat again. Okay, we are back where we start this time, but we have France. This is where I think we struggle against the top nations, and yeah, we were absolutely swept away. This is the problem. This is the problem when we fight against the big boys. We just can't compete. But again, another lost attempt means another player maxed out into our team. So attempt number 3, and I've gone with Simon, who is giving Manuel Neuer vibes now in that goalkeeper spot. So hopefully, could he be the one to get us this World Cup? We're going straight into the group stages. We've got Italy first. We beat 2-1. Brilliant result. Now we have Wales as well in the second group stage game, who we also meet. This is a much better group stage performance than last attempt. And we have Austria in the final one. Who we beat is our Tony Klein, proven to be such a good player for this team. Then we have Cape Verde as well, who we only just scraped by on penalties, which is actually insane. That was way too close for comfort. Portugal next, and well, we've been knocked out of that. After that, I was not expecting that. I was expecting us to be Portugal, but you know what it means. We need another player. And this time we are improving our attack and getting Arndt to a 99. I don't know who reminds me of. Maybe he can be the next Mirsa closer, but that is the team. And we have Portugal in our group again, which, yeah, this is actually our bogey team. Portugal is actually our bogey team. But anyway, you also have Switzerland in the group. We have to win these last 2 games, I think. That's C, and oh my gosh, we could be going out in the group stages here. This is bad. We have to beat Japan here if we even want a chance of going through, and thank God we do. And we have Australia. We have just about scraped through to the round of 32. We're against the Aussies, and we do beat them as well. Again, could we try and turn this awful runaround? We've got DR Congo in the next game, who we beat as well, but we have Portugal. Guaranteed we lose this. Portugal is actually our bogey team. I bet you now we're going to lose. And yeah, shock me, I'm actually being hounded by Ronaldo right now. This is awful. But again, it means we get to bolster our team with yet another player. Surely we can win the World Cup soon. This time, and hopefully our last addition to the team, is our center back, Thomas, who hopefully, please God, will be the last piece of this puzzle to get us over the line. So this is attempt no 4 or 5, I think. Now we have Indonesia in the group, which is one of the weirdest things I've seen. However, we do beat them in the last minute. Actually, we then have Denmark in our second group game as well, which we managed to draw. That's okay. Not a bad result at all. We just need to hopefully beat Panama to top the group, which we do indeed. And then our random fact 2 game is against Ireland. We should be winning this one, which we do comfortable 3-0 win. Next one against Morocco, bit of a tougher opponent, but again, I back us to beat them, and we do fall on this. Looks like a good run, but we have good Argentina. Can't Messi haunt me this time. I'm really hoping not, and we win it. Okay, semifinals against Brazil. This is huge. This is huge. Can we bring back that final from years? But yeah, oh, we're in the final. We are actually the final, okay? We have Belgium. It's not Portugal. We should win this, lads. I think this is it. The final. We have come all of this way from managing the Tier 3 up to Tier 2, up to the Bundesliga, up to winning against Bayern in their own backyard. Now to our 4th or 5th attempt of this challenge to complete the entire thing, to win the World Cup with 4 of our own boys in there. This has got to be it. This has got to be it. Here we go. Belgium in the final. We win it. Yes. Yes, we've actually done it. Oh my gosh, you've actually done it. We are finally won the World Cup. We've finally put Germany back where it belongs, at the top of world football. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below for more. Guys, what a challenge. God bless and goodbye.